Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So a bit of an upset on the undercard of Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin 2. Michael Mckinson defeats Chris Kongo by a unanimous decision in a 10-rounder. In my opinion, the judges got this fight spot on, which is always relieving to see. And yeah, congratulations to Michael Mckinson for pulling off the upset victory. Going into this fight, I saw a bit of Michael Mckinson, and to be honest, I really wasn't impressed. And I was picking Chris Kongo to win this fight. I thought he would be too powerful, just too strong for Michael Mckinson, who is not a noted puncher, but it was he who had his man on the floor, and he won the fight on points, and rightly so. Michael Mckinson going into this fight was the southpaw, Chris Kongo the orthodox fighter, and right away you could tell that Chris Kongo was struggling with Michael Mckinson's southpaw style. In the first round, Chris Kongo got dropped by a flash knockdown. His legs were kind of tangled, and I believe it was a short right hand from Michael Mckinson which put Chris Kongo down. In the first 2 or 3 rounds, Michael Mckinson was almost kind of bum rushing Chris Kongo. He was kind of rushing in, flurrying with shots and basically getting out. And he started this fight really well, Michael Mckinson. The first 3 or 4 rounds I felt he won. He was just the far busier guy, and the fight was certainly being fought on his terms. After the 4th round, I felt Chris Kongo was starting to make the rounds a lot closer. He was starting to connect with his straight right hand on the southpaw, and he was landing some nice shots here and there. But still, even the rounds where Chris Kongo was doing well, I felt all of these rounds were still close. Michael Mckinson was still working. He was still landing those short shots up close, in particular that right hook out of a southpaw stance. He was landing the straight left hand from the outside. Even the rounds when Chris Kongo picked it up, he never really won any rounds convincingly, in my opinion, where Michael Mckinson, for example, the first 3 rounds and a couple of other rounds, he won a lot more rounds convincingly than Chris Kongo. And yeah, Chris Kongo was basically just second best throughout most of his fight. He could never really come to grips with the puzzle which Michael Mckinson was putting forth. Michael Mckinson had a real awkward style, herky-jerky, in and out, southpaw, defensively responsible, and yeah, Chris Kongo could never really pin him down. The mistake Chris Kongo made, in my opinion, was that he was trying to box with him too much, and he was looking for that one perfect straight right hand. I felt at midway stage, Chris Kongo should have really changed it up and started to be the aggressor, come in behind a nice tight high guard, throw the jab, and basically try and walk Michael Mckinson down. But he was boxing with Michael Mckinson, and that played into Michael Mckinson's hands. And yeah, Michael Mckinson stole a lot of rounds by just really being a bit busier, a bit more awkward, a bit more tricky. And yeah, a real good performance by Michael Mckinson. I certainly wasn't expecting that. He got his tactics bang on, so credit to him and his trainer. And yeah, he's made a name for himself, He's put himself up there in the domestic scene. Now we're talking about fights like Michael Mckinson versus Conor Benn, or Michael Mckinson versus Chris Jenkins, for example. These are the fights we're talking about now for him. As for Chris Kongo, it's back to the drawing board for him. I certainly believe in the future that rematch is winnable. There was a lot of close rounds in that fight, but Chris Kongo really wasn't adjusting. He wasn't working enough, and he wasn't taking the initiative enough, wasn't being aggressive enough. I think a few adjustments, he could certainly potentially win a rematch, but he needs to work on a fair bit in the gym. But all in all, a messy fight, an awkward fight, but somewhat entertaining. One of those fights which you'll never watch again, but while you watched it, it was semi-enthralling, quite interesting. So, yeah, there we go. Michael Mckinson gets the upset victory. And yeah, Dillian Whyte's prospect gets beat. But anyway, share your thoughts below. It's been your guy Delboy. Peace.